is by altering the state of muscle contractions associated with it. So the work we do on the lateral part of the thigh with these athletes probably has more of an effect in vastus lateralis, or the stretching, getting people in side bending and stretching and those type of techniques of contract, relax, contract, stretch. That changes the resting state of muscle tension, the gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, the muscles that have this intimate relationship to this. That's what alters the tension on this fascia lata network, as opposed to this fascia lata is going to get longer with dropping the pelvis and that kind of stuff. It's more I think it's more neuromuscular influence based on just how thick and dense and strong this tissue is. I mean, this is what I do. People that have done a lot of ACL rehab, they would construct ACL ligaments from strips of this. They take strips and strips of this and form, anterior cruciate ligaments. That's because how dense and strong it is. Yes?
What would you recommend the effects are of, let's say, the foam roller or self-myofascial release?
I can't hear it.
What would you say the effects are, that again, on self-myofascial release, like using the foam roller on the IT track?
Well, I think the effects of any soft tissue mobilization, myofascial technique, or whatever, the effects are going to be is going to probably be to influence this, again, that state of muscle contraction. It's more neurophysiological input to the vastus lateralis, neurophysiological input associated with the gluteus maximus, as opposed to softening up, that concept of softening up the connective tissue. That's where I think the influence. The answer to the question, I think, is more an influence to the neuromuscular system. I'll say this again so I can get to the end of it.
Would you say it would have more of an up-regulatory effect or a down-regulatory effect to the the neuromuscular system?
The question is up-regulate, down-regulate. I think that's where the art of the technique comes in. I think it gets up-regulated when it's traumatic and somebody and and maybe that's what someone wants. I mean, maybe that's what ASTIM and Graston technique are all about in terms of that level of afferent input into the system, as opposed to decreasing tension. So I don't know if there's a right or wrong on that, but what I feel fairly comfortable in saying, just from an anatomical perspective, is that the influence is probably less on the connective tissue and more on the neuromuscular physiology.